What's an anime that was funny purely because it was just so fucking awful? And like,
I mean, there's a lot. That's my entire career. Just watching bad anime and laughing at it.
I feel like when I watched King's Game for the first time, I fucking lost it. I couldn't stop laughing at how shit this anime.
No. King's Game was bad, and then there was the dub, which just made it.
I didn't watch the dub. Is it bad?
I felt so bad because it was obvious that like it wasn't on their priority.
Yeah.
Like, it was rough, dude. It was rough.
That's a real shame as well because like when I heard that the King's Game anime was like fucking horrible, I was like, oh man, I kind of like the manga though. So it's like really a shame that the anime just like completely fucked it.
I can't remember because I only watched 2 episodes before I was like, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. Like I was just like, fuck, dude, this is fucking awful.
I think the scene I burst out laughing at was I think there was a challenge where the guy had to sleep with the girl or something like that. It's the girl is like the main guy's girlfriend or crush. I can't remember what it was. But so it's his best friend who has to sleep with this girl who is the main character's girlfriend. I'm just going to say girlfriend now. And so he doesn't want to do it. So he doesn't want to betray his bro like that.
Yeah.
So the main character is trying to fucking argue with this guy to sleep with his girlfriend. and so he refuses. So what he does, his solution is to fucking deck the guy in the face until he's unconscious. And then he turns to his girlfriend in the dub and just do it while he's unconscious, please. And I'm just like, oh my god! So you just
so bad.
I mean, that's basically what happened. It's fucking awful. But the way the anime played it so seriously contrasted to how awful the situation was and how it was being portrayed was just like the juxtaposition just made me fucking laugh, man. Like it's like obviously rape isn't a joke and everything like that, but this anime was so awful that you couldn't help but laugh. Is what I was trying to say.
Oh my god. What about you, Jerry? Any anime you can think of the top of your head?
Oh my god. I mean, like, I mean, I've been meaning to like make a series on my channel where I do exactly that, where I just take the worst anime and just laugh at it. Like, I don't know. A lot of the most horrible ones are like obviously the ones that no one's ever fucking heard of. Clearly. True. So, like, I don't know. What's a famous one? Like Skeleton Heaven is a famous one. Mars of Destruction's a famous one. You ever seen any of those?
No.
You ever seen those?
I still haven't seen Mars of Destruction.
Oh, Mars of Destruction.
Skeleton Heaven sounds familiar. I don't know why.
Yeah, Skeleton. It's like one of the worst rated anime, basically. Aiken's another one that's like one of the worst rated anime.
Oh, not Aiken.
Aiken is so bad. Oh my god, I love it. But yeah, I've been meaning to make fucking some videos on them all. But like those ones make sense though, right? Because it's like, of course, no one knows them. They're fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm trying to think like what's like a well-known anime
that's bad.
that is like horrible. Like it's well known because it's bad.
Because like the only one I can think of is this anime called Gazi's Wing.
Oh,
which is like I would say
that's
it's
like
less
a meme, right?
That's less famous and more infamous.
Yeah.
I'd say like the most other infamous one is probably the Ghost Stories dub, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna bring up ghost stories, may as well talk about it.
Okay.
The Ghost Stories dub?
I mean, it was fucking legendary.
My favorite fucking
We're
dub.
never gonna get anything like that ever again.
We never will because do you know the story behind how that dub got made?
Yeah. Know a lot lot it.
Why don't you explain it for people who don't know?
Basically, Ghost Stories is a okay. What is the actual plot of the show?
Kids go into an abandoned school building, find ghosts, try and resolve.
Well, isn't it just their school building? It's like there's just ghosts and they have to use.
No, it's like an abandoned side of the building, right? There's like the main building and then there's the abandoned side.
Who the fuck fucking pays attention?
I pay attention to
And yeah, that they basically have to get rid of ghosts.
Yeah, basically it's the story doesn't matter. What matters is the dub, as it's considered one of the best or the best worst dub of all time, or the worst best dub of all time.
Yeah, it's weird because online it seems to be like people can't agree if it's like good or bad.
Yeah,
and I don't understand.
It's like it's funny.
It's the room of anime. Basically.
Yeah. But so basically, what happened is this was a show that sold so poorly when it aired in Japan that when they sold the licenses, they just basically told the licenses, do whatever you want with this show to make it sell. Right. Like, we don't care. You have all creative. You have all creative control. And so basically, they just shit posted in the dub. It's often like seen as the very first abridged series because it's basically what happens if a bunch of official dubbers just basically fan dub and abridge the
around,
show and fuck about. And it's one of the most infamous like dubs that has ever been released.
I like the part that kills me every time is like the younger brother,
Yeah.
and his entire like time he's just going like like his mouth's moving, but the dub is just like I'm gonna make him cry every line.
There's a really good video about it by Cartoon Sci-Fi. I can't remember if it did sell badly or not. I know that's the common thing, but I swear there was some point where that actually wasn't the case,
Right.
and it did do well. I can't remember exactly the story, but again, Cartoon Sci-Fi did a really great like 30-minute video about this whole dub. They spoke to a ton of sources. It's a really good video. It's just a really unique dub, and also because of how they recorded it. Normally, when you record anime, whoever goes in first is like the first to record. So basically, they all wanted to go in first, so they could like start the improv scene.
Right.
So everyone had to play off of went first. So they would all try to get in first. It was just interesting because when you're watching it, you know that you're like, I wonder who started like
what this scene.
Yeah, because even if they spoke first, doesn't mean they were the one who recorded first.
Yeah.
So it's fun to try and figure out. I wonder who fucking started this shit joke, basically. And it's just such a fun dub. Have you guys watched it all?
Oh yeah, I've seen it all.
Yeah, I've seen it all.
Yeah, it's so fun. I really wish that we could get something again, but we're never going to get anything.
Yeah,
like that.
It's
different times.
It's different times now. I'm sure some of the jokes that were said in dub probably would not be able to have like you couldn't get away with in this day and age.
Oh God no.
But it's just such like a timestamp for that time period, and it's just basically all improv as well, which is kind of funny how some of the jokes I thought were very good, and the fact that it wasn't scripted at all and it was just all improv. I'm just like, man, this I still think it's funny to this day.
Oh yeah. Even though it might be slightly, not politically correct.
It's definitely not politically correct.
Like the rabbit scene.
Yeah.
When he died, I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh. His funny little requests.
Touch me.
His reprimands.
Touch me harder.
Oh yeah. It's wait, what was the joke about that rabbit where like the dad leaves or something?
No, it was like the
I can't get with you. It's not because you're a rabbit. It's because you're black.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that one?
The joke? Oh my God.
Joke.
And then the rabbit, like in the flashback, the rabbit is like talking in the flashback. He's like, "Touch me harder."
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you'd never get away with that now.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's also back then, like there was money in it, but the money level scale was like very different.
Oh
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the dubbing is focused more on the big shows.